Hello everyone, Dr. Precious here. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting subject, one that we all struggle with, okay? Only God will help us on that one. Do you know that 50% of American adults carry extra weight in their midsection? This extra weight is not just a problem because it may not make their clothes look good, it may not help them to have six packs or whatnot, but it's a problem because it's linked to a lot of chronic diseases. For example, diabetes, heart disease, and so many other ones. So that is actually the major issue with that. It's not just about looking good, it's more than that. There's also a mental health component to it because, especially for women, some women, after having kids and they pack on those extra weight in the midsection, it makes their clothes not to look the way it used to. For some women, of course, some may not care, but for those who care, it may begin to make them feel self-conscious. It may begin to make them lose their self-confidence, not to be as bold as they used to be, and many things like that. Okay, so today we're going to discuss how to lose it fast. I'm going to tell you what to eat, what not to eat. I'm going to tell you what to do, what not to do. And I'm going to give you other tips, okay, to help you maintain a better midsection fat. Now, you cannot spot reduce. No matter what you hear out there, it's not possible for you to lose weight just from one area of your body. However, once you start losing weight, it can come off from some area faster than others. But as you're losing weight overall, is where the fat is that the fat will come out of. Okay, so you can't just say, I'm going to lose weight in my leg and then the fat in the rest of my body will stay there. It doesn't really work that way. So today we're going to talk about all these things because there are three components, in my opinion, that will help you to maintain a healthy weight, especially in your midsection. Before we get to what we actually need to do to keep this weight down in the midsection especially, let me give you an analogy. Let's assume your body is meant to be 100 pounds. And you're weighing 200 pounds. You're putting like excess stress on your joints and your organs. So they're working twice as hard in order to maintain all those extra pounds. At some point, they will or may get tired. So think of it that way. It may begin to put things in perspective. Now, what must we do to stop this from happening, to keep down the weight, excess weight or extra weight that we are carrying around? And I keep saying we because I'm also talking to myself. We're all in this WhatsApp group. So what must we do? We must change our lifestyle. Yes, you have to change your lifestyle and make it a way of living. Because if you go on a diet, you do it for 1 month or 1 week or this and you stop, most people will gain the weight back. So it's better to just slowly work on changing your lifestyle, and it will help that to keep it longer. It will help you to maintain a lifetime of healthy living. So what this lifestyle change, what does it comprise of? Number one, your diet. Number two, your exercise. And number three, your stress management. Once again, we're talking about stress. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Everything is related to stress. So if you're always stressed out, you should start calming down, because everything is related to stress. So let's take it one at a time. Diet, what should you eat and what should you not eat? Let me tell you what you should not eat. Fast food. Stay away from fast food as much as is within your power. If you need to pray about it, pray about it. Stay away from fast food. Anything that you go, they prepare, you don't know how it's made. It has a lot of frying involved. It has a lot of oil. It has a lot of bad fat. Stay away from it. For example, pizza. Stay away from it. There's a lot of other fast food. You know them, I know them, we all know them. Okay, now to be fair on fast food places, some of them do have healthier options. Some do offer salad. Some do offer baked chicken or grilled chicken and things like that. So if they have it, go for the healthier options. So it's not like you can never visit a fast food place, but make a better choice when you get there. When in doubt, ask yourself, is it processed? If the answer is yes, try to stay away from it or limit the amount you consume. So basically, that's that. So now, what should you eat? Very simple. Eat fruits and vegetables as much as possible. Legumes, beans, protein, protein, protein. Your chicken, your fish, eat those as much as possible. Of course, there has to be a balance to everything. I don't mean like eat like a whole pan of chicken and things like that. You have to balance it, but eat more of those things, of these healthier options. Your nuts, your vegetables, eat them. Eat them. Stay away from anything processed. Stay away from carbohydrates as much as possible. I mean, I'm not like a big believer in low carb, but I do believe in low carb. Like, don't eat a lot of carb in your plate. Don't make sure you have your carbohydrates to be 50 or less than 50% of your entire food. And what do I mean by carbohydrates? I'm sure you already know your rice, your fufu. My Naija people. Make una no crucify me o. I know some of us until we swallow, we never begin. I love fufu too. But guess what? You can eat it, but don't eat it at night. Eat it during the day. Eat it as early as possible. And if you must eat it at night, just, cut down on the portion. Don't eat too much of it. I really do think you can do a lot of things. You just have to apply wisdom in doing them. So you just, as long as you try, you will, it's okay. So eat less carbohydrates, more protein, a lot of water, 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 a lot of vegetable. Those are the ones you don't have to worry about. Eat as much leafy vegetables as you can consume. Drink a lot of water, and then eat your protein. So that's what you can eat. Now, let me tell you another thing that you cannot eat. This one is big. Are you listening? Sugar. Stay away from sugar. As a matter of fact, if anybody offers you sugar, run. Tell them Dr. Precious said you should run. Sugar is so bad. Another thing is making sure that what you think is healthy is actually healthy. For example, some people go buy juice at the market and they think it's healthy just because it's juice. Some of those juice, they take concentrate and they add sugar in it. So it would be good to get into the habit of reading the ingredients. Actually know what you're purchasing. Actually know what is in the food. It's listed there. All you have to do is read it. If you see sugar, added sugar, leave it alone. There's difference between juice and 100% juice. So make sure you're taking 100% juice and not just juice, a portion of juice with water, sugar, and everything else. So be mindful of what you're thinking that is healthy. It may not be. When in doubt, ask questions. Ask questions. People are here to answer you, okay? Ask questions and make sure you're making the right choices. Okay, moving on. The next thing is exercise. You can't really run away from it because that is what helps to maintain your muscle mass. Okay, so if you lose weight and you look lingy and you look like you're about to faint, you don't want that either. You want to look trim and healthy, and muscle is what gives you that. So you have to start lifting weight and you have to start exercising. Now, what type of exercise? It's very simple. I'm not saying go to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym. There are ways you can exercise at home. There are ways you can exercise wherever you are. Okay? Maybe just take a walk, 20 minutes walk, 15 minutes walk, but whatever you choose to do, make sure you commit to it. That is the key word, commit to it. So if you're going to be able to commit to 15 minutes walk every single day, or maybe at least 5 times a week, do that. If you're going to be able to commit to 30 or 45, do that. But whatever you do, do it consistently, okay? And you don't have to walk all the time. You can mix it up. You can do jump ropes. If you buy a jump rope, you can actually do maybe 50 jump ropes or 100 jump ropes, depending on your level. You decide what you do because you know your capacity. So, and do it again. The key word is do it consistently. Okay, you can do jumping jacks if you don't have jump rope. You can run if you can run. So there's so many things you can do, and then add that weight that I was talking about, like some kind of strength, some kind of resistance exercise. You can just get two heavy objects. You don't actually have to use the weights that, the kind you see at the gym. You can use a tomato, tomato cans that are heavy, and just use it to lift. Or make sure you lift weight if it's 2 times a week, if it's 3 times a week. Even me, I struggle with I'm not losing weight. I struggle with lifting weights because I have a sister named Indireka. She's really good at it. Maybe one day we can invite her to help us with weightlifting. I admire her so much. I struggle, but I do it. I do it kicking and screaming because I know it's good for me. So I try to lift weight. So you can do it once a week, you can do it twice a week or 3 times a week, but whatever you do, lift weight. Especially as we age, we need to maintain our muscle mass because by nature, people begin to lose their muscle mass as they age. So let's make sure we're exercising, let's make sure we're lifting weight. Disclaimer: before you start any new exercise routine, please make sure you see your doctor for proper checkup to make sure you're fit enough for it, especially if you have any heart issues or joint issues or any issues at all or any disease at all. It's always important to stay healthy first or make sure you can handle what you're about to do. So please make sure you're working with your doctor or consulting your doctor before you start anything new. And lastly, stress management. So important. You have to keep your stress down, okay? Especially if you want to lose weight and if you want to lose weight in your midsection. Okay, there are so many ways you can do this. You can try yoga if you like things like that, or you can try breathing exercises. You can try meditation. You can have quiet time, okay? Reading, prayer. Believe it or not, I think prayer has a way of calming someone, especially talking to your maker, maybe in a quiet way, not the boom, boom, boom prayer, of course, if you're trying to be calm. So you can luxuriate, there's a way to, luxuriate without spending a lot of money. You can run your bath water, get a cup of water with some lemon in it. Lemon is good for weight loss, by the way. Or you can get your tea and just take it in and take in the atmosphere and just enjoy. That life is wonderful state is very calming. So you can do these things to stay calm and keep your stress level down, okay? And while you are at it, make sure you stay away from drama. I can't emphasize that enough because once you're always involved in one drama or the other, you will keep your stress level up. So make sure you know when to talk and when to keep quiet. That's part of maturity and that's part of growth. It's very important. So we have to keep our stress level down while we're trying to do this. So I have been able to tell you about the risk of having extra weight in the midsection, and I've also been able to tell you ways you can minimize that or eliminate that. So I hope someone has gained some type of value from this video, and if that has happened, then it has served its purpose. So thank you for watching, and until next time, God bless you. Bye.